last 60 years has been a massive decline in foreign missions.
I'm sharing the gospel through church planting.
In the 1930s, if somebody gave $10 in Thai, they'd give an additional $6 in foreign missions. Today, just 28 cents.
We're doing the best we can with what we have, but I'm still not satisfied.
Over 2 billion people in the world today still have no access to the gospel.
God's crazy in love with the Thai people, and I sense His Spirit hovering over the city.
I've come to Bangkok, Thailand to discover the truth about foreign missions. Come with me as I follow my good friend Pastor Doug Van in his everyday life as a frontline missionary.
I prayed for God's biggest dream, and He gave me this city of 12 million. Welcome to my world. Today we're on our way to the Chinese church, and we'll have a citywide evangelistic meeting that will be starting tomorrow night. And so the team is going this morning to have a time of prayer, a time of planning, and then also we'll be inviting the neighbors. I'm expecting to meet people that God has already invited to be His sons and daughters.
Who did you bring with you?
I brought today some troublemakers. So one of the troublemakers is behind the camera right now. Another troublemaker is missionary Reuben Huliar. And he's one of our church planters. Another troublemaker, and her name is Mrs. T. Groom. Look at this bus. It has a flat tire. And here in the city, anytime you see a bus with a branch, that's a clue that it's broken down. There's a cool button here that when you press, it moves the mirrors out. But this one mirror has a problem because it's tired.
Does this mirror do it?
Yeah, this one does it.
Do this. Oh, cool. Do that again.
The motorcycle.
Cool. Do that again.
The motorcycles really like this.
Do that again.
When you go by and do this.
Ha! We don't have that in America. Where's the nearest church from here?
The nearest church from here. We've been traveling for about an hour in traffic now, and we have not passed a single church.
Like down that street, is there a church down there?
Probably not. Probably not. That's probably safe to say.
How many districts are there?
Ket, I think there's over... Yeah, you're going to show this to a few people, aren't you? There's lots.
Some districts that haven't actually heard the gospel yet?
It's safe to say that there are probably many districts in Bangkok that have never heard the gospel.
Looks like a wealthy city.
Bangkok is a city of contrasts. We have incredible wealth, as well as then there is extreme poverty. We're here at the Seventh Adventist Church, and which right next to a public university campus. And one idea to reach this city, or reach the hundreds or the tens of thousands of students at this school, is to have like a smoothie shop where you can have fruit smoothies, and then through friendship evangelism, you can then share the message of hope.
So why don't you?
That's a good question. Why don't we do that? And although we have an imagination to do that, we're facing a lack of resources. Mm-hmm. And so as a result, we do what we can with what we have.
Oh wait, I thought a lot of money went overseas to missions.
A lot of people think that a lot of money goes to overseas in missions, but the reality is
quite different.
Is a different story. So we're here, so let's go.
We will have this meeting to glorify your name, to praise thee.
I wanted to start today's time together in 1 Samuel chapter 14, so if you open your Bibles.
And between the passages by which Jonathan sought to go over unto the Philistine garrison.
We are like this Jonathan and his armor bearer. And we're facing a challenge right now of how to reach this city for Christ. This is a city of 12 million, and how many of us are here today?
7.
So it's like an impossible challenge. But God has put a dream, He's given an imagination for these two men to go and conquer. Just like He's given that same imagination, that same dream in our hearts today. They are doing an impossible task with very few, and there's personal sacrifice involved. Because what? They're going to have to climb this thorny, sharp rock. And guess what, Pastor Season-Torn? Do you ever feel that you're sacrificing to spread the gospel in this city?
Yeah.
That it's costing you your blood, sweat, and tears?
Yeah, embarrassed. And people laugh at us, insult us, a lot of things.
That's right. And so, whether they laugh or they insult us, we still have been given a task to do. And that is to still love them, respect, but then also to point them to Jesus Christ. Jesus has come to save the Thai people, and He loves them. And so out of that love we go not to conquer them, not to kill them as here in this story, but to win the battle against darkness, ignorance, and against self. And guess what? That battle is also in here, in my heart today. We can win this city for Jesus Christ. We can make a difference. The gospel can penetrate every part of this city and make a difference. Bring healing to the families, to bring the gospel, and to prepare this city for the soon return of Jesus Christ. There's another group of beings who are stronger, who are smarter than we are as humans, who are equally planning. And that's the forces of evil. Then here it's quoting Satan. But Satan said that sect or that group of Sabbath keepers we hate. They're always working against us and taking from us our subjects to keep the hated law of God. Go and make them possessors of land and money. Make them drunk with cares. See if you can make them place their affections on these things, and we will have them yet. They may profess what they please, only make them care for money, care more for money than for the success of the kingdom of God, or Christ's kingdom, or the spread of the truths we hate. Present the world before them in the most attractive light, that they may love and idolize it. We must keep in control in our ranks all the means that we can gain control. The more means the follower of Christ devote to His service, the more they will injure our kingdom by getting our subjects. Discourage and dishearten their ministers, for we hate them. Present every plausible excuse to those who have means, lest they hand it out. Control the money matters if you can, and drive their ministers to want and distress. This will weaken their courage and zeal. Battle for every inch of ground. Make covetousness and the love of earthly treasure the ruling traits of their character. As long as these traits rule, salvation and grace stand back. Crowd every attention around them, and they will surely be ours. Remember, this is Satan talking to the legions of angels, the evil angels there. And when any shall attempt to give funds, put within them a grudging disposition, that they may just give sparingly. This counsel here I share to you, to pull back the curtain, to look behind the scenes of the enemy. We are nothing, we are no one. But in Christ, we are more than conquerors. So I want us to see that contrast. I need us to have a time of prayer. We need to pray for our leaders within the church. We need to pray for the leaders who we will meet today. But I also want to pray for one another, that we can be in one. I also want to pray for those people God is working on. Because I know it's rainy season, and every time I see the rain fall and flood this city, I long for the Spirit of God to come and break the city, to break the pride, to break the arrogance, to break the blindness. And that's just within us as Christians. As well as then to break the hearts, to melt the hearts of the Thai people of this city with the love of Jesus Christ, that they can be prepared for Christ's soon coming.
ติดต่องานหรือว่าทำให้ดูแลรักษาเราในการที่เดินทางออกไป
Who will accept those invitations?
Guide us and lead us as we go out and share the good news.
We are here because of your calling. จัดเตรียมทุกอย่างจัดเตรียม
After worship, the team set about folding a few thousand invitations and then headed out into the community. I followed Brother Edwin from the Philippines around for a while, but became aware of the fact that my presence could raise some suspicions, although I kind of tried to be discreet. I was amazed at how fast they got these flyers into the hands of the people, and that the people actually read them. The team was really on fire, and that day they distributed around 2,000 flyers. If they could do this every day, 5 days a week, it would only take 23 years to put a flyer into the hands of each of the 12 million people in Bangkok.
I'm going to the other side of the road because in here some of our companions are here.
I've met people who have come to Christ from the witness of only a flyer that spelled out the gospel in simplified terms. These flyers, however, are designed to invite people to a series of meetings beginning the next day. Would they come? I was encouraged by how many accepted them and began reading them right away, but we would have to wait and see. You can see how the young man in the lower right corner is watching me. What's he thinking? Is he getting suspicious? This might be his first chance to hear about Jesus his entire life, and I don't want to mess it up for him. So I decided to act like a wandering tourist out seeing the sights and began looking around a bit. I promptly got lost. 1, 2, 3. Very good. Many people are afraid of the unknown, and I too began feeling a little nervous. But I forced myself to stay out there and not go running back to the church. Turned out to be actually quite good memories. Okay, go that way to get back to the main road?
Yes, walk through this corner. Then turn left. Walk. You meet Sea Phaya Road.
Okay, thank you. Hello, may I take your picture? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Kitty, kitty.
Taking care of all the church.
Yeah, leader of the pastor, right?
Yeah, leader of the pastor, correct. Today we went to give the flyers for the ministry in Chinese church. Some they did reject, but most of them had accepted the flyers, and we were inspired. Almost 75% flyers were distributed by our friends. As a group we went.
For me personally, I work with, I'm happy and I'm very inspired of giving those flyers to the people and especially by God's grace, God will work in their hearts, and when God will soften their heart, and maybe they will come and they will listen to the topic, to the speakers, and maybe sooner or later they will accept Christ as their personal Savior.
Very good.
โอเคจะไปโบสถ์เจนใช่ไหม
Me no crop.
Had a great meal, met a new friend the Lord led us to, and now it's time to head back to the church. So come on. Or it's time to sit in traffic.
Yeah. Is this a parking lot or a road? Hello.
We could stop by and get a squid
Yes.
if you wanted.
Yeah, let's
This
do
lady
that.
is getting a squid. I wanted a yogurt or a mango smoothie.
Squid or yogurt? Which one are you
I
thinking?
I was looking for a mango smoothie.
You're not gonna be happy with this.
No, I'll let her enjoy the squid.
Does she know Jesus?
She has a little amulet on.
Wow. Somebody plans to eat that. You ever tasted one?
I haven't had a chance to taste
Have you smelled
the
it?
squid. Yeah, I smelled it.
Does it smell good?
It's not for me. It must be an acquired taste. I haven't acquired yet, and it's a definitely acquired smell. There's some places where it's so strong that it just takes my breath away. It's just like, I'm trying to gasp for air, and but she liked it. So. Yeah,
Oh.
some people may say the same thing about zucchini.
Eggplant. So why do you have such a desire for yogurt right now?
Our dinner was fiery hot, and I just need something to kind of settle down the fire.
So why'd you order that dinner?
I didn't order it, you did.
Ah, beautiful.
Yeah, I don't know these flowers, so.
It's beautiful. Beautiful. If my wife was here, I'd buy a bunch.
Care for some beer, guy?
Oh, thank you.
I got this.
Got an appointment.
We're from America. And how about you guys?
Thailand.
Are you guys students here? Yeah. Okay. What are you guys studying then?
Architecture.
All of you? Yeah. From Thai Open. Well, nice to meet you guys. So we'll maybe see you again tomorrow night. Bye. Alright, see you.
What's the percentage of the Christians in Thailand?
Oh, for the whole country, not even 1%,
Including.
including the Catholic.
What's the reason for that, do you know?
Most of the Thai will think that Buddhism is the best for
It's
them.
the best, yeah.
Even before I come to Christian school, I thought to myself, I would never become a Christian because in Buddhism, everything is there already. The Buddhism is the best for me at that time. I was 15, and our society is really helpful to each other. Can help each other. We don't need Christianity. That I felt when I went to Christian school. I just want education. That what most of the Thai people felt.
It's the night before the evangelistic meetings, and we're here at the Chinese church. and we're working with Pastor Terry Tzu and the members of the Chinese church to get things set up. So we've tried different setups and we're still trying to get the stuff worked out.
No pressure.
I'm going crazy.
Good.
We now have audio. Good thing. I'm tired. It's been a full day.
What time is it?
It's 11 o'clock, so we've been here 14 hours.
So you're not in charge here, you're just kind of helping.
Our role here is we're trying to support the Chinese church and to support the Thais as they are conducting the evangelistic meeting. So our team was here today, and they'll be here tomorrow night, the rest of the week, for these meetings. And we're trying to help every church across the city, established churches as well as our new church plants, to then find creative ways to then communicate God's love, the fact that Jesus is coming again, and that we can have a new identity in Him.
Yeah. You get paid overtime?
I'd love to have a $300,000, portable media system where we can come to a place like the Chinese church and actually be able to do something. But right now, we don't, because we're lacking the funds.
What's the total budget here in Thailand?
I can tell you, at least for programs, I don't know the salaries, but the total budget for the Thailand mission for 2011 is approximately 1.4 million baht. And so that's around, exchange rate is 29 to 30 baht per dollar. And so you figure that out.
That equals about 45,000 US dollars. Divide that by 12 months, and you have an operating budget of less than $4,000 per month. Okay, let's take one conference. The conference you used to work for. What's their yearly budget?
I think it was in 2005. Since you've got me on camera and you're gonna, share this with a few friends, I'd love to have this conversation with
research.
Yeah, with some Wikipedia help. I want to phone a friend here. I need a helpline.
According to the official church website, the tithe and offering in Doug's former conference is around 250 times that of the Thailand Adventist Mission. And yet there are 36 times more people in Thailand.
Did you know in Thailand it's rude to pick your teeth in public? But you can pick your nose. Okay. Just for your information.
In America, you had the habit of...
in America it's fine. You can pick your teeth and with the toothpick, right? But you got to stay away from the mining.
So it sounds like you would like to use media, but there's just no funds. There's just it's just not an option.
Yeah, I've had some of my Thai leaders say, let's just focus on what we can do. Let's just focus on what we can do, what we have. And
what can you do? You can just do Bible studies, handing out a little bit of literature.
Well, we can hand out literature as long as we get it printed and we get fundraise for it, because otherwise, there's no literature.
No literature, no budget.
Right? No budget for it, and it just.
So basically,
we can't work. I say, God, why aren't there more? Why aren't there more people who give a care about sharing and living a message of hope. If we had additional resources, if we had greater imagination, if we had greater manpower, whether volunteers or trained, committed people, we could do more.
Right.
We could reach this city. We could.
Do we need to?
Do we need to?
Yeah.
Hello. Yeah, we need to reach this city.
Why? Jesus is coming soon, and
yeah, and everyone's going to hell because they've not had a chance to make a decision on on who Jesus Christ is, and will they accept Him?
Well, that's their problem, isn't it?
Well, that's the attitude that many people have. Is that well, that's their problem. They're stupid. They live in the city, and well, they don't even speak English. And so, yeah, I face this stereotype all the time. When you go back to America,
they can watch
English. They can watch English Christian channels.
Yeah.
The problem. Oh my goodness.
Do they? Will they?
Will they? Do they even know they exist? Can you get it on free TV, or do you need a satellite dish?
Well, you need a satellite.
People. I had one person come to Thailand, and they were flabbergasted. They were just completely appalled, and they said to me, "Why is it that no one speaks English here?"
You serious?
And I just like. What are you saying? And I said, yeah, how am I going to spread the gospel? I've come here to be a missionary, but how am I going to spread the gospel when they don't speak English? These are the things we battle. These attitudes. Can one person make a difference? Well, I know that Jesus made a difference in my heart. And if God would reach across heaven, He would reach across the galaxies to California, and there He touched my mom and dad, and He drew them with His cords of love. And as they moved throughout the Northwest, then it was through the different people that and the churches and the families that befriended our family, and it was through that love tractor beam, drawing my family to Him, that how God touched my heart and touched my life, and how His grace became real for me, not just an intellectual
concept.
It's not just an idea. It's not something that's just in your brain, but to actually experience that. And so that is constantly with me. That how, if I have that experience, how can I not share that with others?